Hello. Now starting with GSTN. In the previous session we discussed GST Council and now it is a turn for GSTN, the Goods and Service Tax Network. Okay. Now the basic purpose behind creating a body like GSTN was to facilitate and to cater the IT needs of GST. For that they came out with one special purpose vehicle and named it GSTN. Now when we say that it is a special purpose vehicle, this term special purpose vehicle, it gives you a meaning that somebody has been created for a very specific purpose. Now this is a common term being used in financial management also and in taxation also. So GSTN, the Goods and Service Tax Network, it is a special purpose vehicle. Why it is created? To cater the information technology needs of GST, the IT needs of GST. Okay. So when you would be writing something about GSTN, how you are going to write it? Okay. You would write point wise. I would give you now 5 different points wherein we would cover everything which is important for GSTN. Okay. The first point itself is that GSTN, it is made by way of a special purpose vehicle to cater the IT needs of GST. This is point number 1. Now point number 2. In point number 2, we would give the organizational structure of GSTN. Now please note that GSTN, it is created as a Section 25 company. Now when we say a Section 25 company, what we are referring to? Section 25 company simply means it is a company which is promoting primarily either commerce or arts or science, maybe some religion or maybe any other kind of charitable activity. Essentially, Section 25 company, it is not a profit-making company. We register under Section 25 of the Companies Act only those kind of companies which are kind of philanthropic companies. They are not profit-making companies. Their ultimate motive is not to make profits. They are not so commercial kind of companies. Their intention, their motive is to promote something which is useful for the society. And for this purpose, they are into promoting, subjects like arts, subjects related to science, subjects related to religion or charity. In general, in common parlance, we call them companies having charitable purposes, because they do not have the profit making purposes. So we generally call them as companies which are having charitable purposes. Okay. But yes, along with charitable purposes, there could be their purpose of promoting some other kinds of social causes like arts, like science, like various subjects of religion, etc. So GSTN has been set up as a Section 25 company. Set up as a Section 25 company. What it means? I have told you that. It means that it is not a profit-making company. The idea of setting up GSTN is not to make profits. The idea is to give certain facilities, to be able to provide certain facilities to the taxpayers, to the people who would come in connection with GST. That was the basic purpose. And that is why it is registered under Section 25 of the Companies Act. This is point number 2. Now coming to point number 3. In point number 3, we would see who all are the stakeholders in GSTN. In this company, who are the stakeholders, right? Please note that it is not a profit-making company. Who are the stakeholders? This is point number 3. Please see here. The major stakeholder in GSTN is the central government and the state governments to the extent of 49%. That means 49% of the stake in this GSTN, it is with central and state government. The next 11% of the stake, it is with LIC Finance. LIC Finance has got 11% stake in GSTN. Total 49% plus 11%, 60%. Remaining is 40%. The remaining 40% of the stake has been equally taken by 4 entities. That means 10%, 10%, 10%, 10%. The first 10% is taken by ICICI Bank. The next 10% is taken by HDFC. Further next 10% is taken by HDFC Bank. And lastly, NSC. This is NSC Strategic Investment Corporation. Again having a 10% stake. Thereby total 100% stake. These stakeholders are: number 1, central and state government to the extent of 49%. For 11% it is LIC Finance, and for 10% each there are 4 players. One is ICICI Bank, second is HDFC, third is HDFC Bank, and fourth is NSC Strategic Investment Corporation. That was point number 3. Now coming to point number 4. In point number 4, we would see going to a deeper level that what really GSTN facilitates. Okay. Now we have divided this into 2. One which we call the front end services by GSTN, and second we call them back end services provided by GSTN. Okay. What are the front end services? By front end services we mean that when any taxpayer he needs to register in GST, or he needs to pay GST, he wants to make payment of GST, or he wants to submit any of his periodic statements or returns in relation to GST, then we call these activities as the front end services provided by GSTN. Okay. The front end services provided by GSTN are what kind of services? Where a taxpayer is facilitated, he can get himself registered, he can pay GST, he can create challans, pay GST, and then he can submit his periodic statements, returns. Okay. What are the back end services given by GSTN? Again very important. The back end, by back end services we mean the central government and the state government and the tax administrative departments, whatever information is given by the taxpayer, the tax administration department would have to work on that information. They would have to analyze, they would have to check the information whether it is okay or it is not okay. Okay. Number 2, the central and the state governments, they would have to make certain reconciliations, right? For example, in case of IGST, IGST is integrated GST. One part of it is CGST and the other part is SGST. Okay. So if IGST has been collected by a state, how much of CGST is involved there, that has to be given to the center. And how much of the revenue money would be kept by the state, that has to be done. And it is done kaise? At the back end of the system. We call these kind of activities as back end services provided by the GSTN. The reconciliations made by the tax administrative department. Whatever tax administration does with the information which is given by the taxpayer on this network, on this platform, right? That activities are termed here as back end activities. Front end activities are the activities which are mostly done by the taxpayers. Back end activities are the activities which are mostly done by the tax administrative departments. Hello. हाँ हाँ, जैसे मैं अभी थोड़ी बात कर रहा हूँ, Now, coming to the last point here, or the second last point. Second last point is again a very important, role which is being performed by GSTN, and it is to establish what we call them as GSPs. Establishing GSPs again is an important task by GSTN. Now, what is the meaning for GSP? GSP here stands for GST Suvidha. Suvidha, a Hindi word, Suvidha providers. GST Suvidha providers. These are basically the facilitation centers set up by GSTN. Now, in these facilitation centers, any taxpayer can go and he can, can do the activities related to the same things, registration, providing, payment of tax or filing quarterly or monthly or annually returns. Okay. So, these GST Suvidha providers, these have been established by GSTN, and because of this, working in GST, working in the sphere of GST has become convenient for many persons. So, one of the important tasks by GSTN is establishing GSPs, GST Suvidha providers. Okay. The last point here for GSTN is the operational level functions of GSTN. The operational level functions. Now, already I have told this, that GST has primarily got this function to make the what you call the systems, the computer based systems for the working of GST. This is the prime role, this is the prime function of the GSTN. So here the function is to facilitate creation of IT structure. Facilitate creation of IT structure for the same kind of activities, registration, paying taxes, returns, etc., etc. Main activity, main function of GSTN is what? It is to facilitate the creation of IT sector. Okay. They are not facilitating you, they are not telling you how to file your return, how to, go and register with GST. They are simply creating the IT format for that. They are creating the system, they are creating the applications for that. Okay, their role is to simply create the application, the software for that. Okay. Now, that much for GSTN. If I conclude it now by just giving you a summary, the GSTN, it is made as a special purpose vehicle to cater the IT needs of GST. Okay. The organizational structure of GSTN is that it is a private company. Under section 25, there could be the private companies also and the public companies also. It is taken as a private company, and we call it section 25 company. The stakeholders of GSTN, this company, the stakeholders are 49% with central and the state government, 11% with LIC Finance, and rest of the 40%, 10% each with ICICI Bank, HDFC Bank, and NSC Investor Corporations, Strategic Investor Corporation. Now, the main facility provided by GSTN, front end facilities given to the taxpayers, whereby he can pay his tax, whereby he can register himself and so on. And back end services are primarily for the central government, state government and the tax administration departments, where they can, reconcile things, they can compute their compensations, etc. Next, establishing GSP, and finally the functions, the ever-going function of creating proper software for these kind of activities to be performed properly. So this is GSTN, a very important aspect of GST. I conclude the session now. Thank you.